So our next piece we're gonna do is this one, the leaf with the holes in it that the caterpillar ate. So last time we finished our leaf with the butterfly eggs, and now we're gonna start with 2 pieces of felt, identical. Use the same template that you did last time. This time we're gonna cut holes in our leaf. So there's different ways you can do this. I usually just fold my leaf and we'll just cut a little semicircle out, and then I'll have a circle shape. The thing is that you need these identical pieces. So if I have the hole here, I have to have the same hole in my second leaf. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a second semicircle. So I have 2 holes in my leaf. Now you can, if you don't like the idea of doing that, you can always use your template, cut it out on your template, put this on, and then trace it onto your felt with a pen or a piece of chalk or anything that'll mark up your felt, and then do the same thing on the other leaf. But this is the way I like to do things. So, because we need 2 identical, I will just fold this and follow the same cutout. So now I have 2 holes, and then I'll just kind of clean them up a bit. There we go. That was a very hungry caterpillar. He left very big holes in this leaf. So now that you have your 2 pieces of felt and your holes, you're going to take your needle, and this one is prepared for me. It's threaded and there's an overhand knot. If you can't remember how to do that, just refer to the video that talks about preparing your needle. And what we're going to do is start with these 2 circles. So we're going to go in between the 2 felts to hide our knot, and we're going to come up about as far out as our blanket stitch is going to go. And you're going to come around and just come back up in this around the same spot. So I'm going into the hole and I'm coming back up through both pieces near the area where it went through. So about there. And there's my first stitch. Now I'm going to bring this underneath. And I'm ready to start my next stitch. So now I will just go down, come back up through the hole and my loop, and tighten. I keep going around the entire perimeter of the circle. Back through the loop and so come up through the hole, back through the loop. So in the beginning videos, in the reference videos, we went through this in a little more detail. And if you practice this, then it should all come back to you. If you didn't, you might want to watch the reference video where we're talking about the blanket stitch. So I'm just going to work quickly. And you guys can slow down or pause the video if you need to and just take your time with your project. Work slow and do nice stitches. And everything will look much nicer if you take your time and you're not rushing. I'm going to rush a little bit just so this video isn't too long. Now when I'm done this hole, actually, I'll just show you here. See how my felt is kind of straight. You're going to want to stretch it a bit. And when you're working, make sure you're checking that it's still kind of, the edges are lining up. Whoops. Because you don't want to all of a sudden have one piece of felt that's turned too badly and then you can't line up your edges. If it helps, you can pin them together with straight pins. But I don't like to use pins because I get poked a lot. So I would rather just hold it with my fingers. And be careful. Alright, so we're coming to the end. This is going to be my last stitch here. Come up. There's my last stitch. Now I'm going to tie this off. So to tie it off, I'm going to just grab this right here. That very first stitch we did, I'm going to pick it up with my needle. And I'm going to grab the loop I made, and just pull. And I'm going to do that again because it hasn't knotted yet. So I'm going to do that again. Pick it up and grab the loop. So now I have my knot. And to get to my other circle, I'm going to pass underneath 2 layers of felt to the other side and just give that a pull. So I have one hole done. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing for this. So I'm going to come up about where my stitch, about how deep I want my blanket stitch. I'm going to come out and I'm going to go around and come up right through the same spot. So I have my first stitch and then I'm going to pass it under and pick that up. Now I can start going around this hole. So I go down through the hole and pick up my loop. I'm going to continue the same way that I have been going for this first hole here. Oops, see, I made a knot, so I'm not going to tighten that. I'm going to back up. There we go. Go through my loop. So I'm going to go around this hole. When that's done, you're basically going to do the exact same thing we did for this leaf. You're going to go around the whole edge. And then in the second part of the second video of this this piece here, we added this little tassel. So I'm going to have you refer back to this link on how we did this leaf. So I'll finish up this circle here. Actually, I don't have to finish it up with you really, because you know how to do it. When you come to the end and around, you're going to tie it off just like we did here. You're going to knot it, bring your thread in the middle, and then clip it off. And then you can refer to this video for the reference on how to go around the leaf and add the tassel.